Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's time. We have Arsenal versus Liverpool in the the first leg of the Carabao Cup. As we all know, last week the game was suspended because Liverpool had a lot of COVID cases that their tests came back positive. Turned out that the tests that were positive were false positives, so they were able to play their game against Shrewsbury on Sunday, which they won in that game. So now that that's done and that's all over with, Arsenal will be playing Liverpool Thursday at tomorrow at Anfield for the first leg. Now, Arsenal, we are in a bit of trouble. We don't have enough central midfielders to fill in. Xhaka obviously has had COVID, so we are unsure if he is going to be available. Smith Rowe has his groin injury. Tomiyasu has his calf injury. And then obviously Partey is out in Cameroon playing for Ghana. Pepe is not there. Aubameyang is not there. And El Neni is not with the club. They are all in Cameroon playing in the Africa Cup of Nations. And Liverpool as well. They don't have Salah. They don't have Mane. Thiago Silva has a Thiago has a hip injury. Origi has a knee injury. But luckily for Liverpool, Alisson is back in training after his recent battle with COVID. Trent Alexander-Arnold is back in training, obviously with that, and Andy Robertson. About to say Andy Robertson for some reason. Robertson is back in training after the knock he got on the weekend. So it seems like both teams have a little deficit in players on who's going to play and what type of formation we're going to play. Now with Arsenal, obviously with transfer window open, Arsenal are trying to get a central midfielder in to play in these games, and just being able to have someone as a backup or potential starter alongside Partey going forward. And we are also looking for another striker. Still no news on what's happening with Aubameyang as of yet. But Lacazette, according to reports, that we are trying to give Lacazette a 2-year deal because of his recent performances. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. Transfer window is open until the 31st of January, so we will just have to wait and find out, just like everyone else. But let's go on to the game for tomorrow, as, again, this is very interesting because we don't know what teams are going to come out. Obviously, Liverpool will most likely have Jota playing up front with Firmino and Minamino potentially. Alisson probably will be in goal, but it's tough. So for Arsenal, we don't have enough players. Gabriel should be back from his 1-game suspension. Obviously, he didn't play in the FA Cup, so that's his game suspension done. So he should be able to get into the side and be able to play. Now, my lineup is a bit iffy here and there. I'm not too sure on what I would go with. I didn't think Paneto was as comfortable against Nottingham Forest, so I don't know how he will feel playing against a team like Liverpool. This could be very, very trying for him. But this is the formation that I have gone with. This is all depending on the injury, people that are injured not being able to play. Xhaka with his COVID, well, he might be over the COVID if I am correct. That he might be over the COVID, so he might be able to play in the game, but it is not 100% certain as of this moment in time. So this is the lineup that I have gone with. I have gone with Leno in goal. If I was going to be honest, I'd rather have Ramsdale in goal, which, you know what, I would rather have Ramsdale in goal for this game. It is against Liverpool. He is our number 1 goalkeeper, and against a team like Liverpool, we need to have our best players on the field. We have Ramsdale in goal. Tierney, Gabriel, Ben White, and Tomiyasu obviously has his calf injury, so we don't know what's going to happen there. So I am putting Nuno Tavares as our right back. Now in midfield, this is where it gets a tad bit tricky. I am unsure of what I will do here. Now, this depending on if Smith Rowe is healthy. But if he's not, this is what I would love to see Arsenal do. We have Odegaard and Sambi Lokonga in the middle. We have Martinelli and Saka on the wings. We have Lacazette as the number 10. And then we have, unfortunately, the only other striker that we have in the squad, because we have recently sent Balogun out on loan to Middlesbrough for the rest of the season. And then we have Nketiah up front, leading the front line, potentially being supported by Lacazette at the cam position. Now, for me, I feel that this is probably our strongest team that we can have playing today, with all the injury situations that we have. This is the best that we can put out. Obviously, we'll have a couple youngsters on the bench ready to go, but this is probably the best outfit that we can have going forward, going up against Liverpool. Now, if we have everyone back, in all essence, I would rather have Lacazette up front, Odegaard in the middle, with Xhaka up against with Partey, as Xhaka is a very dependable, I have to say it, he is very dependable when it comes to playing games, and he knows how to control that line. He won't stop he will stop Lokonga from doing silliness, but Xhaka does sillinesses as well, so it's a win-lose situation. We don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully everyone will be healthy and this will be great. If Xhaka is not healthy, then obviously we will have to go with the formation as I have previously stated, that Eddie Nketiah again will be leading the front line. Hopefully he'll put in the chances that he missed against Nottingham Forest and against Manchester United that he had earlier in the season. This is a very interesting game, as it will be played at Anfield, and we will get the second leg on the 20th of January. So my prediction for this game, is definitely going to be an interesting one. But if Arsenal, if we can play the way that we have played before, and that we can keep up with the momentum with a side that is hurting just like us, I really want to wish that it would end up as a 1-1. Well, I'd rather it end up as a 2-1 to Arsenal. But being the realistic guy that I am, I will potentially say that it will be 1-1 going into the home leg, the second leg at the Emirates for Arsenal, which will build a very great game. And potentially Xhaka will definitely be back to 100% fitness, as Arsenal will have the North London derby on Sunday. Now that is very crucial, so this is a big game for us to build momentum going into that game. This is going to be absolutely outstanding. I hope that it happens. We'll be live. Well, I will be live on Twitch from 7:30 tomorrow, ready for the game, ready to get it going and going through the lineups and everything that's going on with the transfer window. This is going to be an amazing game. Hopefully it will be a lot better than the Norwich game, the Nottingham Forest game. So yes, this is my lineup for the game. We'll just go through it one more time. We have Ramsdale in goal, Tierney, Gabriel, Ben White, and Nuno Tavares as our back four. We have Odegaard paired up with Sambi Lokonga in the defensive midfield, with Martinelli, Lacazette, and Saka as our attacking mids, with Eddie Nketiah leading the front line. This is the best that we can do. So let's see what happens, guys. Thank you for jumping into the stream. If you liked what you've heard, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you know when I go live next. Like, share, comment, do whatever you want to do with the video. Hit me up in the comments if you believe what your predictions will be and what your lineup will be for this game, as you know, I want to know what everyone else's thoughts are. And you can find me on Twitch at m_rich58. We'll be live from 7:30, ready for this game to go forward. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie, I am very, very nervous. But you know what? Arsenal, we can do this. Let's go. Let's go.